a member of the panel of judges, one of the things that I really was impressed with about this word in the first place was the choice of the word influential. We didn't look at power, we weren't looking at lifetime accomplishment, we were looking at influence. And we were saying we need to speak to all of our women in HIT right now, where they're sitting. And it's so important that women understand how incredibly influential we are and how much change we can provoke from wherever we are. And that was thrilling to us. And the panel of judges, the conversation we had was a very rich conversation. That 3 hours that we spent, I was impressed with the quality of the conversation, with the depth of the consideration we gave to what we were doing and what it meant as we selected our awardees, which was very difficult. I was also impressed because there were so many amazing candidates. So looking at doing that, and Lisa and I were chatting a little bit at the beginning, the other thing is that women are inclusive. And I hear that in everything everybody's saying. We talk about our teams, we include other women, we look for other people to ask questions of and to support. We can make such a huge difference if we just spread that influence and if we just hold that place wherever we are in our careers and let it unfold. Because we're making a huge difference now. It's just not in the way that it typically gets measured, which is why this word was so important and why the award is really meant to wake up all of our women colleagues and say, we want you too. All of you can start influencing right now.
Remember last year when you announced that we were going to have this award for the first time, and I too was struck by the intent of it. I felt that it wasn't just a shallow accolade. It was really meant to reinforce the community and sort of the safe zone, if you will, of women that share, I think, some common attributes as leaders and as mentors and risk takers, and create an environment where other women might not be comfortable taking a risk can see that, wow, it's really okay. I too have experienced the, shall we say, less than supportive interaction with my female colleagues, and I'm more offended by that or more upset by that than any disrespect I ever experienced professionally, and from a male counterpart. And only because if we don't help each other, who will, right? Mm-hmm. Who will? And I think this award struck me, especially last night. Just listening to each of the awardees and making your comments, I was struck by the diversity of not just the backgrounds, but where your influence is making a difference, across the spectrum. I think, kudos to the judges, because I don't know how you picked. You must have, I don't know. I can't even imagine. But
that was hard.
But at the same time, I think there was a great cross-section of the industry and of women at different points in their careers to show that continuum, if you will. And I was thinking, just taking away a lot of pearls of wisdom this morning, but the two thoughts: never stop learning and be the person you needed when you were younger. And I think this group has a tremendous opportunity and an obligation, honestly, to be the person that we needed when we were younger.